Sri Bhagavan Vacha.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead says.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead says.
Varam.
Varam.
Benediction.
Benediction.
Rinidvam.
Rinidvam.
As. Badram.
Badram.
Good fortune.
Good fortune.
Vaha.
Vaha.
Of you.
Of you.
Yuyam.
Yuyam.
You. May. From me.
From me.
Nripanandanaha.
Nripanandanaha.
O sons of the king.
O sons of the king.
Sauhardena.
Sauhardena.
By friendship.
By friendship.
Apritak.
Apritak.
Non-different.
Non-different.
Dharmaha.
Dharmaha.
Occupation.
Occupation.
Tushtaha.
Tushtaha.
Please.
Please.
Aham.
Aham.
I. Sauhridena.
Sauhridena.
By friendship.
By friendship.
Vaha.
Vaha.
Of you.
Of you.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Please repeat the translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead says.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead says.
My dear sons of the King.
My dear sons of the King.
I am very much pleased. By the friendly relationships. Among you. All of you. I engage. In one occupation. Devotional service. I am so pleased. With your mutual friendship. That I wish you. All good fortune. Now, you may ask a benediction of me. Please hear this very important purport. Since the sons of King Prachina Barhisan were all united in Krishna consciousness, the Lord was very pleased with them. Each and every one of the sons of King Prachina Barhisan was an individual soul, but they were united in offering transcendental service to the Lord. The unity of the individual souls attempting to satisfy the Supreme Lord or rendering service to the Lord is real unity. The unity of individual souls attempting to satisfy the Supreme Lord or rendering service to the Lord is real unity. In the material world, such unity is not possible. Even though people may officially unite, they all have different interests. In the United Nations, for instance, all the nations have their particular national ambitions, and consequently, they cannot be united. This unity between individual souls is so strong within this material world that even in a society of Krishna consciousness, members sometimes appear disunited due to their having different opinions and leading toward material things. Actually, in Krishna consciousness, there cannot be two opinions. There is only one goal: to serve Krishna to one's best ability. If there is some disagreement over service, such disagreement is to be taken as spiritual. If there is some disagreement over service, such disagreement is to be taken as spiritual. Those who are actually engaged in the service of the Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot be disunited in any circumstance. This makes the Supreme Personality of Godhead very happy and willing to offer all kinds of benedictions to His devotees, as indicated in this verse. We can see that the Lord is immediately prepared to award all benedictions to the sons of King Prachina Barhisan. Jai Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. Om Ajnanatirmiranasya Jnananjana Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanyam Vishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Mahyam Dadati Swapadadikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yudhakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sarajatam Saranamitam before we say something on the verse, we seek the blessings of our spiritual masters, Srila Prabhupada, all the assembled Vaishnavas, so that we will not say anything wrong or offensive in the course of our discussion. This is a very important verse for devotees. It's a very practical verse. Guru Maharaj liked this verse very much. In the last 2 months when he was in Nasik and when he was in the hospital, he made many of the leader devotees who came to see him read this verse, read the purport, study it. Our spiritual masters, they have a different perception of the world as compared to the struggling devotees. And that's why Prabhupada has written such a transcendental purport. In this purport, before we understand the purport, it's good to understand the background. Can everyone hear me at the back? Can you hear? I should speak louder? Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll speak as loud as I can. No, I'm quite happy here.
Otherwise, you can come a little more.
If you reduce the fan,
Reduce the fan, bro.
this one is reduced.
Switch off, reduce.
Okay.
All come front. Yeah, come front.
You're welcome to sit on this side also if you want. The sons of King Prachina Barhisal, they are known as Prachetas. And they were told by the father, actually King Prachina Barhisal himself was a great king. But somehow or another, he was very caught up with material sense enjoyment. So in the 4th canto, a few chapters before this, you will find Narada Muni comes to visit him. And Narada Muni gives him transcendental knowledge to understand how slowly he should detach himself from this leaning towards material things. So that's why King Prachina Barhisal will hear the story of Puranjana from Narada Muni. And at the end of hearing the story, he then is able to understand that the purpose and the goal of life is not actually to lean towards material things. The purpose of human existence is to actually establish our constitutional relationship with Krishna. Now the king, once he attained some level of realization, he then blessed his children, the Prachetas, to help out in the progeny of the human race. So the Prachetas were also told by him to go and perform meditation. So they all go together. But they wanted a place where they could perform meditation very quietly and peacefully. And they decided after a while that the best thing to do was to go into the waters and spend many, many years meditating. When they come to the edge of the ocean or the lake, they see Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva is Param Vaishnava. And when he sees the Prachetas, they somehow or another, they think and they have the heart to ask Lord Shiva to please give us some guidance in these matters. So Lord Shiva then, Prabhupada writes in the purport that many people turn to Lord Shiva for material acquisitions. But actually Lord Shiva is not very much keen to give them material things. But if someone were to ask Lord Shiva for spiritual boon, then actually he becomes very, very pleased. That's why he is known as Asutosh, one who becomes very easily pleased. So when he saw the Prachetas and he realized that they were actually very, very much dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge and realization, the Prachetas then induced in Lord Shiva with his compassion and mercy, he then told them to please remember a song that he has composed. So the Prachetas heard this one shloka that Lord Shiva composed in glorification of Krishna, and after hearing that, their hearts were purified. Because of the touch of a pure devotee, an exalted Vaishnava, the Prachetas, who could have actually gone purely to perform austerities for the sake of following the wishes of their father, ended up taking a different turn. So when they went into the lake to meditate, because of the touch of Lord Shiva, and because the shloka that he composed was actually purely on glorification of Krishna, their hearts also became purified because they only meditated on that one shloka. That's it. And I remember reading in the purport somewhere, Prabhupada writes just before this, one can offer prayers to the Supreme Personality of Godhead directly, but if one repeats the prayers offered by great devotees like Lord Shiva and Lord Brahma, or if one follows the footsteps of great personalities, one can please the Supreme Personality of Godhead very easily. That's why in our devotional service, the first principle of devotional service is we should always ask ourselves the question, especially if we are all initiated or we are all serious in devotional service. If I take a particular action in devotional service or activity, will that activity please my spiritual master? Will it please Srila Prabhupada?